Yes, people. We are back live. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, where we answer your sporting questions from the chat, the audience. All you wonderful people in the chat, all you citizens in the city of Sarcasm get to ask us any sporting questions. So get your questions in. It can be football, it can be basketball, boxing, NFL, F1, whatever you want to ask about, people, get your questions in the chat. And if you are a member of the channel, your question takes priority like a super chat. So a link for the link for the membership is in the pinned comment. So I will start your question. I will start your question if you are a member, and I will definitely get to it. Of course, if you super chat, that's also another surefire way to make sure we get to your questions as well. But make sure you bump up the likes first and foremost, whether you're watching this live right now or watching this back after the live or listening on the audio platform. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Share this across all of the socials as well. Follow at That's Me Flawless at Sarcasm City TV across all socials. And on top of those two things, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. And when you subscribe to the channel, make sure you hit the notification bell. Big up to Casually FC, Marshall, the whole Casually FC gang for the raid. I was over there doing the mediator thing. Was mediating on the Havertz debate. It was Marshall versus Ahmed. Very, very entertaining. Shout out to Oliver who was there. The legend that is Lewis dropped in as well. Big up to Dennis. I see you. Says big up everyone in the chat. Large up to Warrior J. Says, guys, hit the like button when you enter the stream. Yes, make sure you subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube gaming channel as well. That's the gaming channel on YouTube. So make sure, because we're going to be running content over there. If not by the end of this month, definitely at some point in November. You're going to get a lot of content. Big up to Stephanie G. Good to see you in the chat as well. Dennis, don't worry. I'll get to that question also. Big up to Manj, T.O. Hey, Pels, good to see you in the chat. It's been a minute. Good to see you in the chat. Love to Pels every single time. She a real one. She a real one because the hate she shows for the ups, I respect it highly. Big up to Timo in the cut. Big up Jez in the cut as well. What you man telling me? You man good?
All good. All good.
Yeah, man.
Number
And
18 coming.
as you can see by Timo's background, he's ready for the NBA season. And Friday, 12:30 a.m. UK time, people. Friday, over on the Kick, 12:30 a.m. UK time, there will be a courtside commentary podcast, Eastern and Western Conference previews. So myself, Timo, and the rest of the gang. I think we might have a full panel, maybe 10 people on that stream, actually, all discussing all the teams in the East, all the teams in the West, who's making the Eastern Conference Finals, who's making the Western Conference Finals, and who's making the finals, and who's winning it as well. So we'll be discussing all that. Kingsman, big up to you. Warrior Jason's flawless, that live stream that I go to. Ryan put in the live comments. Steph McAllister to Brian. He a joke, man. Andy MU, good to see you in the chat as well. Good to see so many what's it called? Green usernames in the chat. Of course, big up to Marshall in the cut as well. Dominique, if you got any NFL, Dominic, if you got any NFL questions, let me know, and I'll wait for the rest of the man them to join, because they man them do. There is man them on the panel who actually follow NFL religiously as well. But get your questions in, people, and bump up the like and hit the subscribe button as well. Over 45 of you lot locked in, and we're at 19 likes. Like check 1212. Yeah, I was up to 30 likes. Jazz, what you saying as well? You good?
Yeah, man, I'm good. I'm just chilling. Just waiting. Yeah.
Calm. Of that. Dennis says, question to the panel. Thoughts on Neymar's injury for 9 months? What a sad career Neymar has had. So injury prone, man. Yeah, I never wish injury on any player. Never mind a long-term injury, and never mind a player of his caliber. Never want to see him get injured. As much as I've been critical of Neymar, you just don't want to see that. And it's a shame how his career has panned out, because what he could have been. He was supposed to be the next king. It was Ronaldinho, Messi, then it was supposed to be him. And he just he left Barcelona and it never took off. The plane never got off the ground. He should have been him. He should have more Champions Leagues to his names. He should have a World Cup to his name as well, really. And he didn't live up to the expectation of him was extremely high, and he didn't live up to it. And Neymar stands don't like that. But yeah, in regards to the injury, it's sad to see. Go on, Jez, was you gonna say something?
No, I was just saying that, man. So it's because I looked up. So he has a torn meniscus and he has a torn ACL as well. So it's two injuries at the same time. So it's not just like one of the other. So yeah, no, that sucks for him. Obviously, he's still getting his money though. So like, I'm happy at least he secured it back, like a bigger one than at PSG. So Shout out to Neymar for that one, but no, it's just like I think you said everything there. What I probably say about Neymar, because like I mean, don't get it twisted. His career is still going to be one of them. Where you look at it and says he still had a very good career because I said it's already like he's
Absolutely.
what it won. I think just winning one Champions League alone is actually a good achievement, in my opinion. And I feel like Cristiano and Messi have really they have upped the standards extremely high. Where we look
Facts.
at even some of the older guys, where we look like people would discredit somebody like an R9 because he has zero Champions League. But then you have
Mhm.
Cristiano with 5, and you have Messi
Mhm.
how many 4. So this
Messi
one's
got a
like,
ridiculous amount as well.
yeah, like so them two extremely have upped the standards because then before that, like how many Champions who's the player with the most Champions League? Then afterwards like 3 and
Yeah, it's probably a Seedorf or something like that.
Seedorf, yeah,
Probably.
we don't consider Seedorf in these conversations whatsoever.
Mm.
So I feel that these two definitely have upped the standards extremely high for a lot of players that came, but even before them, and especially the ones now coming after them, and the ones that are coming up now as well. But that still doesn't mean that you can still expect more from a player of his ability. Because I think what really puts a black mark on his career is the fact that Brazil was able to win a Copa without you. And then you
Mm.
were there at Brazil and the final, and Argentina was dunking on you at the home ground. And we can obviously say, yeah, team is not as talented, but how good was the 2018 team that won the Copa America? Wasn't really that great too either, and even some of the names are recognizable. So it's like
Mm.
it's just one of them where I say like you he for me is what could have been. Like
Yes. So
he,
what could have been? Yeah.
he's the what could have been. Yeah, it's still a special player, still has achieved a lot, but I think a lot of us, especially like when at the time when he was at Barcelona, let's say if you rewind back to the time when he left Barcelona and you saw the news he's leaving Barcelona,
Mm.
even then you still wouldn't have thought this is how his career would look like by now, by 31. And that's not a disrespect anymore. It's not disrespect Neymar. This is just pure
Mm.
reality. Well, let's be
Yeah.
honest, it's the way we view Neymar as a footballer. We expect him the best. And I
Hmm.
think Neymar fans can also say that they wouldn't have expected Neymar to be sitting here with one Champions League. No, not even that. I think no Neymar fan could have told you in 2016 or 17 that at 31 he's playing in Saudi.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, that is
Like,
crazy. Him playing it. Yeah.
Ronaldo, of course, people can say the argument like, yeah, but Ronaldo, you wouldn't have never said that as well. But at the same time, how old is Ronaldo?
When I was
38.
like 37, 38, yeah. Like
Yeah, so
Ronaldo's
like, he's
he's
old.
been done it. He's done what he needs to do.
Yeah. So it's just one of them ones, to be honest, like, in my opinion.
Nah, first. You lot continue to get your questions in. The reason why this show turns into complete anarchy and just a complete riot is because you lot don't be asking questions. So get the questions in. In particular, members, like I said, this is one of the perks. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment. Timo's back. Joel says, would Timo trade Austin Reeves for James Harden? That's a
No,
good question.
no,
You
sorry.
wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't. No.
Okay, let's say it was plausible. So let's say the Lakers could trade for James Harden and it's Austin Reeves and a few other picks. No one major, just a few other picks. Would you do it?
On our team, I mean, we got LeBron James, so we technically got 2 SG. So what's the point?
So you wouldn't do it. Okay, first. All right, fair enough. Big up to Joel, who says Neymar was top 10 in Ballon d'Or voting as a teenager in Brazil. His expectations were at
Actually, he's
least
a
2
small
Champions Leagues
forward,
and
not
Ballon d'Or.
SG.
Right?
He's a small forward, actually. LeBron's a small forward. My bad.
No, it's all good for him. He's late.
I was to act, but I'm not. Why would you have like 3 superstars in one team again? Like, that's just too much.
He's just
I
asking.
mean,
That's all.
I think there's no issue having 3 superstars. It's all about team cohesion. The question is, will James Harden fit the Lakers? That's the more question. I haven't seen it. I need to see the full Lakers roster again to really have an opinion.
I'll give you the full roster. So we've got LeBron, AD. We've got Rui Hachimura,
Yeah.
Austin Reeves.
Are these 2 starting or in current time, like
You want me to name the starting five? So
name the starting five that you think they're
so
gonna.
D'Lo starts as point guard. LeBron, AD, Austin Reeves, and Rui.
To be fair, D'Lo can't defend for shit. So I mean, Harden can play point guard. To be fair, but then again, it's like you're trading for you're trading one. You're getting rid of one defensive liability, somebody who's a bit better in my opinion. But then at the same time, I don't know. It's the thing is, it's just weird. Like, I need to. I just don't know about Harden because
Harden's going to Clippers. He's going to Clippers.
You think he's going to the Clippers? I don't know about that.
He wants to go to the Clippers. It's not.
I don't know if the Clippers are taking him.
The thing is, it depends on the Clippers.
Free agency's right though.
I don't know if he's the best fit.
Isn't he a free agent? And what's it called next year though? Not this year. I thought he's next year.
I think so. I think it might be next year. I think. Don't call me on that.
I'm pretty sure it was next year because I was listening to a couple of these past streams that I missed from Bill the Reason, and they were talking about James Harden situation.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I'm not going to go in full detail in terms of what he said in the whole conversation, but they talked about the possibility about getting James Harden to the Clippers, and they were even talking about how
actually
they don't actually see that happening. To be honest, in terms of how it would work out, because
switch Rui with Jared Vanderbilt.
But do you have that much trust in him? Because again, I'm not too familiar with his game to really have comments. I have to go and look again everything until I can really say. But Harden at the Lakers, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. There's something.
Second unit will be like Gabe Vincent, Max Christie, Torian Prince, Rui Hachimura, and Jackson Hayes.
Okay, well, we'll find out. We'll soon step, but you're not with it. But to Joel, who says, yeah, Neymar was top 10 in Ballon d'Or voting as a teenager in Brazil. His expectations were at least 2 Champions Leagues and a Ballon d'Or. Yeah, the expectations for him were through the roof because of his talent. And that's just legit what it is. But a lot of people who are not stands of him don't like that. You can't give I say it all the time, can't give a player all the plaudits in the world and say how good they are and how talented they are and what a special individual they are, and then when they fall short, not criticize them. Don't mean he's not had a successful career. I say it. Neymar's Brazil and the Brazil time. Neymar at Barcelona, no faults. He did everything he was supposed to and more. And then he left. And like I said, that plane never took off. Never left the ground. He should have took off because of all the talent he has. But is it all on him? No, but you have to take
accountability.
You have to take accountability because you played in Champions Leagues. You played in the Champions League final. You went to the World Cup with the best team at the World Cup. People say, oh, he turned up in extra time. Where was you in the first night? Why he didn't take a penalty, all those things. But we move. Big up to Warrior J says, Jez, thoughts on Spurs' upcoming games and how many points you think Spurs will get? Fulham at home, Palace away, Chelsea at home, Wolves away, Villa at home, City away, West Ham at home, and Newcastle at home.
Yeah, throwing hella games out at me.
He has in it. Yeah, take a minute. You know what I'm saying? Take a minute.
So the first game is Fulham. Is it Fulham?
Yeah, Fulham at home. Yeah, Fulham at home.
Fulham at home. That should, in my opinion, there should be 3 points. I think everybody should be fit. And Brendan Johnson should be back as well, so that's good to see. So yeah, 3 points for me in that game. Palace away. Palace away is a weird one. Palace away is a weird one because I don't know what it is, but Palace they do get up when it comes to when none of the teams come to Palace, they always turn up, especially the fans. Like this one thing I give, and then our players don't usually perform like that. So Palace away, the Sumo should be back then as well. I give us the win as well.
You saying the dub first?
Yeah, I say a dub as well because it's not impossible to go to Palace and get points there. And I think should be. I think Essa might not even be there for the game.
Okay.
He was out injured, I think. So that's why he wasn't called up to England. Then Chelsea away, 3 points. Like again, like I don't.
Chelsea at home. It's Chelsea at home.
Wait, Chelsea is home.
Yeah, that's what he said on there.
Yeah.
Is it away?
Yeah. No, it's for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's wrong. Never mind. Go on, carry on.
Yeah, so yeah, because that's what I thought. Now, for me, it has to be a W. Like I wouldn't. Obviously, if a draw happens, it depends on the circumstances. But considering how well we've been playing, and the fact that I've been saying that I think we getting 6 points prior. Of course, context in terms of injuries and shit can happen, but
Of course.
as of right now, we have to win the game. Personally, it's not even a thing of. It's not even a thing of because Poch is there as the manager. Now I just want the 3 points because I think it's realistic.
Fairs. So what you going with? You going with the Spurs win?
I go with Spurs win. Yeah.
Okay, 9 from 9. Let's go. All right, Wolves away.
Wolves away. This is where I don't know. This is where I kind of because I see us definitely dropping points up, but it's a because Wolves is a weird one. I don't like Wolves. I don't like Wolves. Wolves away. Let me actually skip that one because I think I can say the other one easier.
All right, go on then. Home to Villa.
Home to Villa. Win for me. Win.
Fairs.
Man
Away,
City away. I lost.
Lost. Home to West Ham.
Home to West Ham. I think that would be a draw. I can't lie.
Okay, fairs.
I think it's going to be a draw, and then Newcastle. Tonali is going to be missing, so that's going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, they're going to actually give him the band by the. If Tonali is banned, I think we can go. It's home at us, right?
Yeah, it's home for you. Yeah. That's what
I think we can. We can beat them.
All right, so we got Fulham home, so that's 3 points. Palace away, 3 points. Wolves away. Did you say draw?
Why? The thing is, I haven't said anything for Wolves. That's the shit.
Oh yeah, Wolves is the one. Villa at home, you said win,
Yeah.
so that's 9. City away, you said loss. West Ham at home, 12. Newcastle at home. Did you say draw?
I said win.
Win. That's 15. You saying 15? Okay, all right. Just
But it's
confident.
bigger.
Hey, big Ange, man. Let's go.
But you know, it's again. Of course, a lot of things go into account.
Yeah, injuries, of course, injuries play a part.
But based on right now, me personally, I don't think it's just been unrealistic. To be honest, I think all these games that I said are winnable are winnable.
Definitely.
I think even Newcastle at our own stadium last season. I think we won, and you gotta consider how bad our season was. So it's not like it's like Newcastle away. If this was away Newcastle, I said popular loss because I don't trust us away. And you saw what happened last year away at Newcastle, the massacre. But I think in the current affair on how I view the team currently, I just don't see why it's unrealistic for me to believe that we can definitely get that many points. Of course, let's see. Maybe players falling out of form as well during that period. Let's say Sun is not as hot. Maybe Madison is not as hot as well. Then obviously things will change. But I think as of the current state right now, I don't think I've been unreasonable, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it could happen, 100%. And I hope it does. Shout out Spurs, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my only saving grace this season. Hey, Jago, good to see you in the chat, man. Says Jamaica in the house. Big up, lads. Hey, love to see my Jamaicans in the building. Love that. Shout out to Jago. Great call. Fan calling shows will be back tomorrow, people. Till 10:30 p.m. Well, today now, 10:30 p.m. today. And then the last one will be on Friday. So feel free to call in. Open for anybody to call in as well. J Red says, blessed, flawless, and the guys. Hope y'all are good. Yeah, I hope you're good too. Finally, the Premier League's back this weekend. Yeah, 100%. Will Spurs fans boo Poch? Do you think they will boo Poch?
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, Daredevil, good to see you in the chat as well. Again, continue to get your questions in, people. Members in particular. Of course, members and super chats, I will get straight to. Of course, if it's a non-super chat or non-members question and it's a good one, I will get to it as well. Warrior J says, I actually want to ask this question to Timo. Timo, thoughts on the upcoming Arsenal game?
I said this in the podcast. For me, I'm looking at this game kind of like it's a test for us, like where we see in terms of our progression, like some ways, because last couple of games, even though like up against the Brighton B team and then Fulham and then Burnley away, Yeah, and then this is the first test of our against the top six that is challenging the title, like Arsenal and Man City in the next coming weeks as well. So I'm I'm confident like we can give them a game, but at the same time it's just like, all right, they're a good side, they will control the game the most, but I think on any given day, like we could frustrate them for the whole maybe the whole game or maybe like the first 60 minutes or so. So we'll see by Saturday, but I'm not gonna get too overly confident by like oh we can beat these guys, but it will not be easy. But yeah, we'll see in it. But in terms of the prediction wise, like I've already said, it's like it's gonna be like a 2 goals or maybe 1 goal margin, either of those two.
In whose favor though? You got it in your favor or you got it in Arsenal's favor?
At the moment, like, on paper, it should be Arsenal to lose, but at the same time, like they've got they've got a pressure on their hands because if they win this, it's going to be 4th win in a row at Stamford Bridge. We've got our pressure as well on the other side. Like we're trying to stop the streak, and normally, like, when Arsenal comes to Stamford Bridge, like back in the day, we always smoke them up, but ever since the last time we won the league, I think we only won once in our last 6 meetings against them. Since the last time we won the league,
Yeah, they have a very good record against you lot recently. You lot need to do the business, man. For that 90 minutes, I'm Chelsea. I'm with you, man. Obviously, you'll be at the ground, right? You're there. You're going, right?
Yes, sir.
Chelsea. I'm there, man. There will be a watch along on the kick for that as well, alongside the Merseyside derby, obviously, which will be earlier as well, which is proper flew under the radar. So much people really don't care about that. Before we continue,
It's a good game for Saturdays, though. Good game, like
yeah, it's better than the Sunday game. Yeah, Merseyside derby. There's some decent 3 o'clock kicks.
City against Brighton as well. Yeah.
And then you got you get what I'm saying, the best game to end it all at the end of the Sheffield United versus Manchester United. You know what I'm saying? We out here.
There's a boxing fight just to end the weekend as well, apparently.
Wait, who's boxing? Who?
I'll have a look, but there is a boxing fight this weekend actually.
All right, cool. To T.O. who says, when was your last day off, bro? Grind really don't stop. We don't take days off over here. No days off. I don't take a day off, probably till my birthday, which ain't till early January. So from now to the end of the year, there will be no days off, man. You gotta work, man. We gotta get to it. I'm saying the content don't stop. So yeah, and that's even adding in the gaming channel as well, because I will be live on there every day as well. I tried to be, but yeah.
It's actually UFC. Yeah, UFC.
Is it UFC? Okay, first. Yeah, I'm gonna be live on the gaming channel every day as well. That's the plan over there. So yeah, the work rate's going up. You know what I'm saying, as you elevate, we gotta step it up, Tio. But I appreciate the kind words still. Gaza says, big up, flawless blessings. Hey, man, large up every single time as well, man. Big up. You lot continue to get your questions in. Let's bump up these likes. Only at 30 likes. Get us up to 40 likes. And hit the subscribe button. We're at 8,381 subscribers. 4 more subscribers, people. Want to get us to 8,385. There's over 45 people in here. I'm only asking for 4 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button if you are indeed new, because you're clearly here enjoying the content. Don't forget we are available on all audio platforms as well. And go subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel as well. Make sure you do so. Also on the Twitch, I know there'll be some gaming on there because Victor will be running Spider-Man on there. And I'm sure more of the man them will be running some games on there as well. So the content don't stop here on the YouTube, the gaming channel, the Kick, the Twitch, the whole 9. That being said, let's go to one of my favorite segments of the Q&A, especially with Timo being around. Predictions, people. Premier League games. Predictions. Let's go. So we'll start with the early kickoff, which will be live. There will be our live watch along on the Kick. Liverpool versus Everton, Merseyside derby. Timo, the floor is yours. Score prediction.
I'm gonna go Liverpool 3-0.
Liverpool 3-0. What are you saying, Jess?
Liverpool 2-0.
Liverpool 2-0. Okay. Our Liverpool 3-0 as well. That next game, Brentford versus Burnley. Jez.
Brentford versus Burnley.
That's horrible.
I think 2-1 for Brentford.
2-1 for Brentford. First. What are you saying, Timo?
I'll go 0-0.
You say 0-0. Okay. I'm gonna say 2-0 Brentford. Bournemouth Wolves. Timo.
0-0.
I just did the high fair.
Bro, those two games are dead, man.
What's the game again, sir?
Bournemouth Wolves. Yeah, it's not the prettiest. It isn't the prettiest. It is not the prettiest. What you say, Jez? Bournemouth Wolves, Jez?
I see a little sneaky 1-1 died there.
I was gonna say 1-1 as well. I was gonna say 1-1. Staying with you, Jez. Nottingham Forest, Luton Town.
Fucking no.
Luton Town. I think Luton. I think not Luton Town. Not the team we got this.
And welcome to the stream as well, my guy TJ in the building as well. Yes, TJ, what you telling me, fam?
What up? What up, man? Sorry I'm late. I got some work.
Cool.
I had to
no
take
need,
care
man.
of,
I hit you late. Yeah, don't worry, man. Man, them join all the time. There's no late to Q&As, man. It's like a Royal Rumble. You show up when your music hits. You know what I'm saying? You might be entry number 1, you might be entry number 28. It's cool. It's all good. That being said, TJ, yeah, man, good to have you here as always. You lot, make sure you subscribe to his channel as well. TJ, we'll get your predictions on these before we continue. Liverpool, Everton.
Oh, Liverpool 3-0.
Yeah, Liverpool 3-0. Brentford, Burnley.
Draw 1-1.
Yeah, Brentford, Burnley. I mean, Bournemouth, Wolves.
Wolves 2-1.
Wolves 2-1. All right, first. Right. So, and Jez, what did you say for Bournemouth, Wolves?
Bournemouth Wolves, I said 1-1.
All right, cool. All right, we'll go to the next one. Timo, Nottingham Forest, Luton.
1-0 Nottingham Forest.
1-0. TJ.
Oh. 2-0 Nottingham Forest.
2-0 Nottingham Forest. Jez.
I think 1-0 for the Nuts.
Okay, first. Staying with probably the highlight of the 3:00 kickoffs. Manchester City, Brighton. Jez.
Manchester City, Brighton. I think there's gonna be a 2-1 for City.
2-1 City. All right, first. TJ.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that one. 3-1 City.
3-1 City. Timo, you got a Brighton win.
I got 4-2 City win.
4-2 City. All right, first. Sticking with you, Timo, Newcastle, Crystal Palace.
3-1 Newcastle.
3-1 Newcastle. TJ.
3-0 Newcastle.
Newcastle. Jez.
Newcastle who again?
Newcastle, Crystal Palace.
That's gonna be a 2-0 for Newcastle.
Okay, and the biggest game from the Saturday's fixture, and we'll get TJ's thoughts on it fully after we ran through it. Chelsea, Arsenal. Jez. I know you've answered this, but answer it again.
Yeah, I answered this. I think Arsenal.
Yeah.
The score though.
Yeah, scoreline.
I think it's gonna be a 1-0.
1-0. First, TJ, what you saying?
I'm going 2-0 to the Arsenal.
You're saying 2-0 to your Arsenal. First. Timo?
1-1.
1-1. First. Next one, Sheffield United, Manchester United. Oh, boy. Timo? Oh, fucking boy.
I'll go 2-1 Sheffield United. I'm not.
You know what? I can't even get mad at you. I can't even get mad at you and say that's outrageous.
Bro,
if that happens, it would not be outrageous.
Lost four in a row. This could be
You're not wrong, man. It would just be like us to go there and drop points or lose. It would not surprise me. If someone says you're going to lose, I'm like, I hear it. You know what I'm saying? We could lose to anybody at this point. And I heard Amrabat's injured. I don't know how true that is. Let me know in the chat, though, because I did hear that he is injured. I don't know how true that is or the extent. And I know Casemiro went off for Brazil as well. So that's great. TJ, what are you saying? Sheffield United, Manchester United.
You guys are bad, but you're not that bad. I mean,
hey. Remember that at 10:30 p.m. UK time on Saturday evening. Just remember it.
Hey, I'll be drinking that, man. I'll be drinking Saturday.
Yeah, like just remember that. People said that before Galatasaray, and look what happened. You know, just saying.
Oh, I'm crying. I'll go 2-1 United.
2-1 United. Jez, what are you saying?
Yeah, United. Since I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is like. I don't know what it is like. Like I said,
they just sacked him.
Wait. They sacked their They sacked their manager.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
Did they?
They got Chris Wilder now, apparently.
Is it?
They did.
Let us know in the chat.
I don't know, to be honest.
Timo in the future, but yeah, go on, Jez.
They went under my radar still, but
yeah, facts.
See, because I don't know what Man United I get. Like, am I get black Michael Jackson or white Michael Jackson? Like, I don't know what I'm getting.
Outrageous.
So,
This fucking guy,
Just
yeah.
because I don't know, I say 1-1 for no, but I wouldn't be surprised if United win. I don't know what I get.
Facts.
I don't know.
Never know. Never know. Staying with you, Jez. Sunday game, the only game on Sunday, which is strange. Aston Villa, West Ham.
What the fuck is that, man?
Exactly, Shaw Villa.
That's a proper Englishman game like that. Proper English. You know what I'm saying? You got the Ham versus the Aston. Like,
Sure, man.
I said, you know what? I say 1-1 actually. I think that's gonna be a draw. This smells like a draw.
Villa, West Ham draw. Okay, TJ, what you saying?
West Ham 2-1. Who's at home? Who's at home?
Villa's at home.
Villa's at
Who's
home.
Villa Park?
Villa hype, man. Fuck.
Nah, screw it. I'm going 2-1 West Ham.
Yeah. West Ham first. What are you saying, Timo?
I'll go 2-2.
Okay, 2-2's fairs. And the final game, well, concluding the weekend, even though it is the Monday. Tottenham versus Fulham. Over to you, Timo. Spurs versus Fulham. Your beloved Spurs. Yeah, look at him in it.
Oh my god.
Don't worry, she ain't watching. It's cool, man. Say what you really feel. She's not watching.
She's gonna rewatch it though.
Yeah, see, so she ain't what now. She ain't gonna get to 38 minutes of this. Don't worry about it.
2-1 Tottenham.
You saying 2-1 Tottenham? What are you saying, TJ?
2-1 Tottenham, unfortunately.
Hey.
Jez, I know you predicted the Spurs win, but what's the scoreline?
I say it right there, 2-0 for us. I think we can keep a clean sheet. I've got to remember, actually, we played them away at home, but I think they played much closer to the best team, and it took them to penalties to kick us out in the Carabao Cup away. So we playing at home. Players looking like they fit.
They rotated against you guys too a little bit.
Yeah, but not the way we rotated though.
Yeah, that's true.
We did as we rotated the whole 11.
I wouldn't look at that game as like a benchmark if I were you.
Not as a benchmark, but I'm looking at some of these guys that when we played them away, and to be fair, there were a lot of guys that I look at and said, you know what, these are a couple of big boys playing. Like Padilla played them, so you can see what it meant for them. Like,
yeah,
we played with Charles and Solomon, by the way, who I don't want to talk about because the guy's on my muscle, but I'll keep it for another day. Yeah, we played these scrubs in it, so yeah, I think we can definitely keep a clean sheet. Which is kind of
these scrubs.
no, I mean there are scrubs to be fair, because like again, they took our scrubs to the penalties, but now that's actually something that quickly I have to mention because I've seen.
Yeah, go on, get to it.
Because the Premier League account obviously released the XG table, and where it shows the actual position and the XG table, where as when I've seen some Tottenham fans saying, not complain, but saying stuff like how they feel worried about the fact that we are, in terms of XG, are 7th, but obviously we're currently 1st. But the funny thing is, Everton is 5th.
What, in terms of XG, Everton are 5th?
Yes, Everton is 5th. In terms
Jesus
of XG.
Christ.
That's why I'm like, this is for all the people that's on the chat. That's why I'm like, I'm not looking at these things. And
neither am I.
I don't
Everton.
look at these things. Everton, yes, because
That is crazy.
I think because they had also penalties. Because penalties.
Shout out Sean Dyche, though.
I mean, shout out Sean Dyche, but because I know penalties push SG heavily, and I think we haven't had a pen all year so far as well. Well, some teams even had 2 penalties, which boosts another the XG. But then somebody told me open play XG we are 3rd. So
I thought you guys were first.
Sorry?
I thought you guys were first in open play.
I think somebody told me we are 3rd. But we're in between that area. Between
You're high.
High.
Yeah,
That's why I say sometimes when I look at these stats, I'm like, bro, I don't want to even don't bring them to me because I feel like and even let's say for argument's sake, when you look at the table, yeah, I look at it with my own 2 eyes. There's no way we perform like the 7th best team in the league based on XG, because I think we play well enough where we even create chances. Because people worry about the way we create chances, and we hope that the lack of scoring is a concern, which I agree to an extent. But I think there are so many things I would actually list before I would worry about the goal scoring in our team. Because ironically, we have scored a lot of goals this season, and I'm more worried about the defensive transitions, to be honest. The defensive side of our team, where I feel like we've been great, and we've been able to do certain goals, but in the same way, I feel like I'm always, because I'm the type of guy that looks at it as like, how did these situations happen to begin with? That these unfortunate events happened. And for example, Saka's goal that he scored against us, which was an own goal by Romero. Cool. It's unfortunate. It's what it is. You can argue that Romero should have done better there in terms of maybe trying to
I
help
think he should
elsewhere.
position his body. Yeah, agreed.
Exactly. Or maybe you say she should let it go and let Lukaku just make the save, maybe. Of course. My question is why Saka is allowed to cut in to his left.
True.
Like, these are just little small details that I think
he was cooking you Doji at that part of the game.
Yeah, of course.
Of course,
and I don't mean.
I think he does. I don't think that happens in the second half. If I'm being
me personally, me too. But for me, it's second. It's this is why football also marginal the game. But for me, it's like I need my team to be fixing up in terms of defensively in certain situations, because even games that we won, I still look at times where I can look at and say, yo, because I think every game I can at least list one save from Vicario that makes me go like, oh, if Luis wasn't goal, we would have lost that game today. Vicario has made some really big saves this season, and I'm like, you know what? This defensive transitions, the way we defend at times, even though it comes with good reward because it does allow us to go play up the pitch more, I still would say there's something to look out for them for the rest of the season, and it's something that has to improve. And it's just something that I had to mention because one, just to make people learn how XG is just a
nonsense, pretty much. Yeah, that's what Surfer said. That's how to pay no mind.
That's the word I was looking for. That it's just a policy, man. It's an imagery. That's what it is.
Yeah,
like, I'm trying to look all these words up. Like for me, because it's just crazy. Because I think when Newcastle beat Sheffield United by 8-0, I think it wasn't even close. The XG wasn't even close to 8 at all. So this is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I just had to mention that because it's been bothering me all day. And
I feel like they make up stats for talking points at
like
they make up like, you know, the hockey assist stat, like who had the pass before the assist, the pre-assist,
the pre-assist,
the pre-assist. Like they just, I swear to God, they make this stuff up just for talking points.
Nah, I hear you, man. That's why I don't even pay it no mind.
Yeah.
I really don't. Big up to Joel, who says, do you think Watkins is the most overrated striker in the league? Nah, I wouldn't say, because I don't see him getting hyped. I think the most overrated striker in the league is Havertz, because he's the only one I see get any defense. Legit.
Yeah.
Like, I think most people are legit like, he's not very good. But then he has this core Havertz fan base of people who will just defend him no matter what. Bear in mind, he's not had a good season at Chelsea. He's now gone to Arsenal, can't get in their team. And yet people will still say, oh, if you play him in a certain way and in a certain position, I'd say it's him. People still genuinely believe he's it. And there'll be Arsenal fans out there who are like, yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy.
I mean, and he hasn't played 9 since the Community Shield.
Exactly.
Because I don't think Arteta rates him there. It rates him there either.
Arteta figured it out. He's like, all right, you know what I'm saying? This is not it. This is why he's 60 million and he's playing, because he doesn't get into that best Arsenal 11. But before he went to Arsenal, I think any Arsenal fan and anybody else watching could have told you he doesn't get in Arsenal's best 11. And Arteta's figured that out. Yeah, big up to Marshall. Obviously, make sure you check out Casually FC. But yeah, he has that, like Ollie Watkins, for example, T.O., there wouldn't be a defense of him like that. I think everyone knows where he's at. He had a rich vein of form last season.
Yeah, last season.
People talk about where he couldn't stop scoring goals. But yeah, I think he's a decent striker in that stat. He'll get you 10 to 15 goals over the course of the season.
Which is fair. To be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
For considering a lot of teams would wish to have that, to be honest.
Yes.
Like I would love a 15-goal striker on my team.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, ironically, like, by the way, would you rank him in the same area as Callum Wilson, though?
I think Callum Wilson's slightly better. I think Callum Wilson's biggest issue is he can't just stay. He don't seem to be able to stay fit.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what it is.
But then again, he scored like over 15 goals last season.
Yeah, he gonna get. So imagine what he could do if he was playing more games because he scores goals.
This is why I'm kind of asking, because then I think we rate these strikers to a certain level, but then we don't rate them compared to other guys who get ranked highly because they play for certain teams. I feel like at times, like
True.
I think I said this last season as well. And even to be fair to Watkins, I think he has been actually great this season. I think he's ironically Chelsea. His form started to come up when Chelsea came around, but that's for another day. But no, like I said, I always thought Ollie Watkins is a decent player. I definitely would like him over Richarlison because I used to.
Oh, he's definitely
Ollie
better than
Watkins,
Richarlison. Yeah,
like
without
like
that, bro.
because this is the crazy part because before that when I was making these arguments, people were calling me crazy because people were saying Richarlison scored 15 goals though for Everton. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I watched with my two eyes. The guy is not better than Watkins, but I don't think Watkins is like this elite striker.
Yes.
But no, that's what I say. I think Watkins did the right job, to be honest. Like if he wasn't Brighton, I wouldn't look too much different, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, that's fair enough. So yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah,
I mean,
like Theo said,
no, to be honest,
he's a good mid-table striker. Like he's of a certain level. But that being said, like I say, you lot continue to get your questions in. Members in particular, get your questions in. Of course, if you super chat, I'll get to it. But obviously, Chelsea versus Arsenal is the biggest game of the weekend. TJ, want to get your thoughts on the game leading up to it? Like confident going into it. Thoughts of Arsenal fans. I know Chelsea fans have said a lot, and you've been like, where is the confidence coming from certain Chelsea fans? So the floor is yours, man. Thoughts on everything surrounding it.
I don't know where the confidence from Chelsea fans are coming from. I've said on this channel, and I'll say it again, Arsenal are capable of putting in stinkers. I'm not looking past this game, like, at all. Yeah. I'm not. Like, we've seen us struggle against, we've seen a struggling score against, like, Everton, you know. So it's one of those things where I'm not seeing past it, but I don't know where the confidence from Chelsea comes from. It's not like they're getting anybody back, anybody too significant that can score them goals back from injury or anything like that. Like it's not like Nkunku's coming back. So I don't understand where it's coming from, especially because it looks like Arsenal were able to avoid injuries during the international break for the most part. Partey looked a little rough coming off against the U.S. yesterday. Big up the U.S. 4-0 over Ghana. Who cares? But still.
We'll get Jesse's thoughts on that shortly. Someone did ask about that, but go on.
I'll make it quick, actually. Sorry.
I absolutely turned you guys over. It was nuts.
I'll make it quick, because I said this already. Like, I can't take this. There's two. Again, I saw this start. I was thinking, let me watch the game, Let's see what the United States of America are all about. But I saw IU starting, and I turned that shit off and went to basketball. Like I said, I told you already. There's two things that is stopping me from watching my nation, which is IU, one of them starting, and the coach. Until then, I'm not taking this team serious. Until even this is the final part, we didn't actually bring a lot of our players that should be in the team for whatever reason, question mark again for the manager. But yeah, until the manager has changed and I see one of the IUs on the starting 11, you won't see me playing. You won't see me watching Ghana. So shout out to the States though. I watched the highlights though, man. Some
That Balogun goal was so sick.
Balogun as well. I think that's been an amazing acquisition, to be honest, for the States there, Balogun. But yeah, I'll let you continue for the Arsenal and Arsenal Chelsea thing.
Yeah, go on, TJ. And big up
going on. Yeah, I'm just glad that we got away relatively unscathed, and we should have Bukayo Saka coming back into the squad, so that'll be a good boost going down the right, and then we can play Jesus down the middle, Martinelli on the left. We should have, if not our best starting 11, close to it available. If Partey doesn't start, then I could see him starting Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard, or even, unfortunately, he might go, freaking soap opera and start Havertz up front, looking for some sort of Disney movie type ending where he scores against his old team or something like that. But we'll see. I wouldn't put it past him. Somebody also brought up that if Partey's injured, will he go back to playing Partey at right back? And if he does do that, I will. I'm gonna melt the internet down. Like it's one of those things where we saw better football playing the 4-3-3 or the 4-2-3-1. Like we saw marked better football playing an actual back line with just Zinchenko inverting in. So who knows? Like if Partey's available, I really just hope he's not going to be shoehorning midfielders like he was earlier in the season, because we saw that the football that we were playing in that formation was absolutely dead. So I'm still confident. Like the quality of player that we have in our starting 11 is more than enough to beat Chelsea. But again, it really does depend on the formation and who the manager chooses. So
you're looking more so for the manager to be like, yeah, because Nate is actually answering that question now, because he said, TJ, are you confident Arsenal going to win against Chelsea? So that's
I'm never, and people are going to say, TJ, you're on the fence about Arteta, which I am. I have splinters in my ass. Like, I get it. But it really does depend. It really does go day to day with this guy, where I think he has a solid formation that the team is good at and has proven we can win playing this formation with these caliber of players. And you never know what Arteta is going to show up. Is he going to try to experiment against a Big Six rival, or is he going to play what we know we can win with and just get the job done? Like, really, like this guy puts me in fits with some of the decisions that he makes. So am I confident? Depends on the lineup. Depends on the lineup.
Oh, that's fair. Yes, Brian, were you saying you good?
Yeah, what up, people? How you all doing?
Oh, bless, man. Oh, bless. Actually, get your thoughts on it. Chelsea, Arsenal. Confident going into the game? Not confident? Talk to me.
Yeah,
I heard what
TJ said about Chelsea fans being confident. Yeah, he's right. I don't, because we won 3 games, but if you look into those 3 games, our performance-wise has more or less been the same as the rest of the games we played beforehand when we were continuously losing. Burnley in the first half was a bit of a struggle, and fortunately Sterling turned up in the second half and we were able to get our goals, but that game didn't really look that
Prime,
good.
Before you carry on, Prime, just one second. Hey, you lot in the chat, keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? Poke holes in people's arguments, no personals, or you will be blocked, people. We don't do that over here. Poke holes in arguments all you want, you know what I'm saying? But keep it footballing related. Any name calling, you will be blocked. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're dissing Ryan. But yeah, go on, Prime. Go on.
I don't know. I was, because I spoke before the international break started last week. If we didn't have this break and we were going straight into the Arsenal game a week later, I would feel not confident, but a bit more interested to see how we can keep a sort of momentum going. But then the following day, Arsenal went in and put in that performance against City and actually beat them. So I don't know. My thing is, with some players coming back from injury and potentially some players being a bit of a doubt, I hope Poch doesn't shake things up too much, and then we have to start at square one. You know what I mean? Because Reece James apparently is fit. Does he risk it and just throw him in? I'm against that. I don't think Reece should be in the matchday squad at all.
Is Gusto available? He's available, right?
Yeah, Gusto is available. However, Cucurella hasn't done anything to be dropped. The guy's been playing out of position, and he's been one of our best players. But she's not going to drop Colwell from left back. So that means I don't know, man. I think there's nothing really Poch is going to do to make a difference. I see us losing. I think I hope we will turn up and put in a performance, but I think the game will end 3-1. I think we will it'll get to a point where we might the game will be close, and then we'll try and chase the game.
You go for it.
And if we open up, then Arsenal can just hit us twice. So, but yeah, just put in a performance and don't make it embarrassing, and I'll reluctantly be happy.
No, that's fair. You're looking for a performance from your team, which is fair enough considering how you've been performing, even though you've got good results as of late. No, I get that.
But there's a bit of a like, I don't know. I just don't.
Can I ask a question, Prime? What are you confident about? Because there are people in the chat saying, "Why can't we be confident?" Are you?
David F.A. just said that. I just disagree with Prime on this. Why can't we be confident going into this game?
Yeah,
I get why Prime's not.
I get it too, but I was wondering if he had anything to be confident about.
You know what it is. I know what it is. I know where it's coming from.
Arsenal are vastly better than us.
You know
Are
what?
they
You know
certain
what?
weaknesses that could
Let him
possibly
go,
try and
Jess. One sec.
Yeah.
are they possible weaknesses we could probably use to exploit you guys? Sure, but I don't trust Poch to execute any of that. I think I hope he doesn't shake things up in terms of the lineup, or he doesn't try and play some sort of like weird system just because it's a big game and because it's Arsenal. And if we lose that, then the fans would then get onto you again. I don't know. For me, I just want the performance. If we lose, we lose. Like I don't really care. But just put in the performance and I'll be happy. And then we can use that to bounce on. I'm more interested in beating Brentford next week, and than I am this Arsenal game because it is what it is. Like I accepted that we would lose against Arsenal and lose against. I think we played Man United in this run, and I think we play City. I've accepted.
You lot starting at this crazy run, like this
but the thing is,
gauntlet.
we have games in this run that we can win. We can beat Brentford. We play Brighton soon enough. We will beat them, or I expect us to beat them. So beat the sides we should be beating, and then the bigger sides, if we lose, then just put in a performance, and then we can be like fine with that to build off of. But no, I'm not expecting you to rock up against one of the best teams in the league and pull off a performance or a masterclass because of what? Because of hope? No.
No, that's fair. That's fair. And Warrior Gem will get to it. Ask the question, says TJ, Timo, and Prime, what kind of lineup do you want to see on Saturday? So we'll stay with you, Prime, in regards to because you mentioned it already. What is the actual ideal lineup? So you could pick the team to play against Arsenal on Saturday. What would the team be? Formation, etc., etc.
What would I do?
Yes. What would you? What do you want to see? Yes. What's the ideal team in your scenario? So Poch hits you up and says, "All right, Prime, what team should I play?" You can pick the team. What are you playing to get a result?
I'd play a 4-3-3.
Okay.
Gusto at right back. Cucurella at left back. Thiago Silva and Cole as the two center backs. Caicedo and DM with Gallagher and Enzo either side as the 2-8s, and I guess Jackson has to start up top with Sterling and Cole Palmer, and then maybe use Mudryk off the bench. However, that's a bit tough because he's been performing these last few weeks. So I don't know. I don't think I know it's tough because I don't see us really doing anything to make a difference unless we like completely sit deep in low block. But I don't. Let me ask TJ, how good are you guys at breaking down low blocks?
Breaking down what? Low blocks?
Sorry,
not great. I mean, Everton played our low block against us at Goodison, and just we couldn't break it down until the second half.
They couldn't. They
and then they did finally open up at the end, but it took us a while to break it down.
Okay. How are you expecting Arteta to line up? Do you guys think you'll play the way you played against City and sit deep, or will you guys come at us?
I think we're gonna come at you. I would like us to play. Yeah, pause. I would like us to play big pause. I would like us to play. I would like us to play a little bit more. I seriously do. I do love the double the 6 double pivot. Like I really like that. People think it's a little conservative, but anything to keep Kai Havertz out of the starting 11. Like that's literally no. I'm serious. Like look.
I know you are. I fully believe you.
Maybe play Rice on. Maybe play Rice up a little bit. Have him be a little bit more box to box, or Jorginho. I don't care. Just as long as we have somebody that justifies Havertz being on the bench. Like I really do think that we're gonna play a 4-3-3. I think Havertz is playing. I really do think that Arteta is going to do that. Unfortunately, what I would want.
Okay, on the flip side of that, so same question to you, TJ. You can pick the team, the Arsenal lineup. what would be your 11?
I picked the team. It picks itself. It's essentially the same city, the same lineup we played against City, only with Saka. So Zinchenko, Raya, Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba, White, Partey if he's available, Jorginho if he's not, Rice, Odegaard, Martinelli starts.
Yeah.
Martinelli starts. Jesus in the middle, Saka on the right.
Fez. Well, that's fine. No, go on, Prime. You was gonna say something. Go on.
See, and you want us to have hope with that team, man. I don't know. I just think he might do something stupid, like if he throws in Reece James, as great of a player Reece James is, him having zero match sharpness.
Yeah.
In a game like this, he'll last 40, 50 minutes and he'll get hooked with an injury. Like, it won't make a difference.
And he's going up against if Martinelli starts, one of the fastest wingers in the league.
Yeah. I want Gusto to play because he is a natural right back. However, Cucurella does not deserve to get dropped. And I don't trust Poch to take Koa out of left back.
Fez.
So
Wow.
I might play. Yeah, I just don't really care for this game. Like, I just want to get to next weekend.
You're like, just get through this.
Are you like writing? Are you writing it off, Prime?
Yeah,
like,
I've accepted that we're going. I know it sounds bad, but I've accepted that we're going to lose, which is fine. I just don't want to get beat badly. Like, if the game ends 2-1, 3-1, but we put in a performance, like, I'll be happy. Yeah. But if do you guys remember the Liverpool game, the first game of the season?
Yeah.
When Liverpool went 2-0 up, but the second goal was offside.
Yeah.
If that goal stood, I remember I said this to Flawless. If that goal had stood, I think the floodgates could have opened. And
oh yeah, absolutely.
3 or 4.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
That same thing could happen against. If you guys go 1 or 2-0 up very quickly, like the players' heads could drop, and the floodgates could start opening. And that's something I am wary of.
Yeah.
That these players they kind of have a soft underbelly, and people can use the excuse that they're young. Fine, if that's the excuse we want to run with, then it's up to the manager to sort that out and fix things. I don't trust the manager to do that. So here we are. But then again, with Arsenal, I don't know if they have 3, 4, 5 goals in them, because Chelsea. I'm not gonna say we're a wounded animal because we've won our last 3, but we're kind of there for the taking. If you're like a City who can sniff danger and put their foot down and they can command 4, 5, 6, can Arsenal do that? If
they've only scored 4 goals. I mean, we've only scored four goals against Bournemouth.
Yeah.
In the league. So I'm not like I'm not thinking that we're gonna go out there and bag 4 or 5. Like, that's just we do not have that. We don't have that kind of attack.
I know, that's my only thing. I know that you don't, but
we do have. But we are one of the best defensive teams in the league.
I know, but there's something in my head that says, if it's 2 in the first 20 minutes, things start to go bad.
Yeah,
I've seen Chelsea also this season concede quite a few goals on the transition, on the counter attack. I don't know. I just don't care. Just get through the game, and I know it sounds very bad, but I just don't care for this game.
That's fair.
The annoying part of it is the social media aspect of things, because we'll lose, Arsenal fans will get gassed, and then Chelsea fans will start complaining of, how did we lose this game? How could we lose against them? Like, what do you expect, guys?
They are a bad side.
Just quick. Jadel Davis said in the chat, Poch never start a player right after injury so far. But I've seen him do that, where you play in our biggest game in the history, of our club history. You brought up Harry Kane in the Champions League final when he hasn't even played a single game, I think, prior. So he has the capabilities of doing sick things. So
exactly. Also, previous Chelsea managers have rushed Reece James back from injury to play him in big games, just for him to get injured again. So, But hey, we moved.
So let me get to the super chat from Abdullah. Hey, big up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Big up for the super chat, my guy. Appreciate it. Says we just want Chelsea to play 11 players just like us, because we know they have a lot of big money name players, but we don't care. We will smash Chelsea. So he's an Arsenal fan. I'm really, I'm lost, but hey, big up, man. Just wanted to say basically that Arsenal are going to smash Chelsea. That's what I'm gauging from this. If I'm wrong, Abdullah, let me know, my guy. You know what I'm saying? If
TJ,
I'm
what
wrong,
do you think the
AB,
score's gonna
my
be?
apologies. You know what I'm saying?
What?
What do you think the score will be?
I said 2-0.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Yeah,
That's I mean, I want to score a goal, but I'm okay with that.
That's fair. I don't think there'll be a lot of goals in this game.
Hey,
I don't
Brian,
think there'll be a lot of goals.
I've been kind. I said 2-1 to be fair. I think for the
2-1.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
I mean, we are, playing out the back the way we have. We are error prone. Like Raya does have that mistake in him. Not as much as Ramsdale, I don't think, but Raya has that mistake in him.
I think it's definitely. I reckon 1-0. I think Arsenal win 1-0. But it's
I
going
wouldn't
to
be
be
surprised. I
interesting.
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised actually if it's going to be a 1-0. Like, I wouldn't be. I have a feeling that it's just going to be a 1-goal deficit. It's not extremely high scoring game, but the deficit is going to be a 1. So that's why I went with 2-1. I feel like Arsenal have the capability to score at least 2 goals.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Yeah, they definitely have the capabilities, 100%. But yeah, we'll see. In regards to what my AB saying here about smash Chelsea, I don't see more than 3 goals in this game overall. But I could be wrong. We will find out. But hey, continue to bump up the likes, people. Get your final few questions in. We're gonna close out in 5 minutes, people. Over 65 of you lot in the building. Only at 44 likes. Let's get us up to 50 likes. Like check 1212. Hit that subscribe button here. Subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to TJ's channel as well as TJ Warren TV. One of the mods, please put his link in the chat. And his links it's underneath in the description anyway, but still, one of the mods put it in the chat. But the link for his channel is underneath in the description, as well as all the other Sarcasm City TV, all the other information and all the other links are underneath in the description as well. Let's see. Nate says, TJ, who's your goalkeeper? Do you want to bring back Ramsdale?
No.
You're against the Ramsdale thing.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Raya, other than the Lions game, really hasn't put a foot wrong. I don't blame him for the Spurs result at all. So, it's one of those things where he's doing what Arteta's telling him to do, which is play out the back, and you're liable to make mistakes. Playing out the back is just how you recover from them or how you adjust to the situation. I think Raya has done a lot more from a leadership perspective than Ramsdale was doing at the beginning. And if he makes mistakes or if he concedes, you can see that he doesn't really get rattled too much. So where Ramsdale, you can kind of see he gets a little erratic. So I really do think I'm still in Camp Raya right now. I'm not gonna lie, still in Camp Raya.
Oh, that's fair. That is pretty much that's fair, and I hear that. But yeah, final few questions, you lot. Now over 70 of you lot locked in. So big up to all the new people who just joined. Girls up to 50 likes as well. Jason's not having it. I get where Prime's coming from. I don't get why Chelsea fans are, because Jason's saying we should never go and play games with this mentality. LOL. Come on, bro.
We have to make Stamford Bridge as a fortress again.
But that's on the players.
That's on the players. Is Prime lacing up his boots? Like he can feel a certain way if he wants.
It's Prime out there.
It's like I don't know. This is the thing though. Like, just for example, because I want to defend Prime here, but that's not actually a lot. But last season is example. It's a perfect example. If Luton Town was in the Premier League last season, I would have thought Luton Town could have beat us last season at home. This whole match, I feel like your team's form and and the trust in the manager need to align. Chelsea fans still can't really decide if they really want to trust in this team in terms of if it's good enough or if this team needs upgrades.
Yeah.
So why should Prime sit here and just say be just toxically positive or something that he just doesn't believe in? I feel like that's why the whole word in the dictionary is called opinion.
It's not even about like
you make your own assumptions of what you're seeing right now, and I feel like it's not wrong to believe why in this current time why Chelsea, as a Chelsea fan, Brian, shouldn't be sitting here and saying like, I'm lucky feeling confident because we win 3 games against Burnley, Brighton, B team, and somebody else. Like, I can understand it, and as well, you got to remember as well, there was literally international break as well. If this was, and Brian even said it earlier, if there wasn't an international break in between them, he would have probably felt more confidence about it actually, because you came off the 3 games. No, there was a break. Players maybe don't come back right away the same way. You never know, to be honest. Certain players sometimes don't perform the first game back from international break. So there's a lot of factors to go into it, but I feel like it's crazy to say that. Let's say it this way: I've seen Arsenal fans wondering why Chelsea fans and being so confident about it, and then when I see the response of Chelsea fans, I'm like, you do know you haven't been great this season. I know you've just won a couple of games, but you haven't been great this season regardless. So, yeah, but Brian, I'll let you go.
And also, like, part of doing this project with developing young players to come good in 3, 4, 5 seasons or whatever, is knowing that in their first year, it would be foolish to expect them to go beat the best teams in the country. I'm not expecting them to. I shouldn't expect them to do that, regardless of a 3-game winning patch, whatever. Now, it would be different if we had, performed well from the start of the season and we had been winning games. And yeah, I would be a lot more confident in saying that, yeah, we can go and get a result. It's at home as well. But the way we've been this season, so up and down, I don't know which Chelsea team will turn up. Arsenal might not really turn up on the day. They might not have their shooting boots, and they could still get a result. They did that last season when we played them in, I think, November. Arsenal missed quite a few chances, particularly in the first half. But they still got away with the win, because we didn't turn up. And that's just, I don't know. People can be confident if they want to, and maybe there are certain reasons to be confident going into the game. But I don't want people to just be delusional just for the sake of, we have to always
You have to beat them because of that.
Always say we're going to win. Because when we lose, or if we lose, you guys will be the same players, fans crying and saying Sterling's not good enough, Jackson's not good enough, this guy's not good enough, Poch out. But I'll be here saying, well, I didn't expect us to win anyway.
To win the game anyway. Yeah.
So I can't really be mad at this game.
Can I go a quick question? Julia because I'm a bit earlier. I want to make some.
Yeah, go. Yeah, come.
I think you said something about just what lineup you want to see against Fulham. Carry on goal, then the same back line, Paul, Romero, Van de Ven, and Udogie. Then in midfield, I play Højbjerg. I don't want to see Skip anywhere near. No, I don't even like Højbjerg, but no, I don't even like Højbjerg again. So Højbjerg, Sarr, and Madison, I would then play. Shit, my content.
So good.
Yeah. And then the front three, should be Kulusevski, Son, and Brennan Johnson for me.
Okay,
so,
first.
That's the front three. So yeah, I'm a dip in, guys. Big up everyone to chat. Ghana, you are a disgrace.
Hey, Fez, you know what I'm saying? They are. And to Jason, who says, flawless, could Glazers change your opinion if they started to run United correctly? Yeah, of course, but that's not gonna happen. But of course, with anything, that's like saying, if such and such a player you don't rate turned around his form at Manchester United, would you give him his plaudits? Yes, of course. I'm not biased. I just look at previous and present behavior to look at what your future behavior is going to be. But yeah, if the Glazers all of a sudden, for some reason, decided to have personality transplants and decided to run Manchester United properly and wanted what was best for the football club, all for it. But they don't. So, but yeah, it is what it is. As a Manchester United fan, I understand where we're at and what happened with Sheikh Jassim withdrawing his bid. Obviously, Fabrizio Romano tweeted out that the Glazers did reject his bid. More information will come out with that, and I look forward to seeing what exactly transpired as to why they rejected the bid, why he withdrew from the process, how much they actually did want. Was there a figure? Was there a fee? Was there some bad blood in negotiations? They're even saying now, I seen reports today, well, technically yesterday, talking about even with Jim Ratcliffe, that's been delayed, and that process could take a number of weeks. And obviously, when you're dealing with this amount of money, of course, no process is quick. And that's why when people say, I always knew it was going to be Jim Ratcliffe, there's no guarantee Jim Ratcliffe, then people are quiet. Ahmed tried that nonsense. See, I told you it was going to be Jim Ratcliffe. Jim Ratcliffe hasn't taken over Manchester United. He has no shares. What are we talking about? They've still not accepted the bids on the table. But now they're saying, like I said, a number of weeks. And he could. It could happen tomorrow. It could be tomorrow, and it's like, yeah, he has 25%. Or it could take weeks from now, or it may not happen. Like I keep stating, people need to stop talking like they know what's going on, because they don't. Because if they were so convinced Sheikh Jassim wasn't going to take over, you wouldn't have been worried about it. You wouldn't be celebrating, jumping up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like jumping for joy and getting stuck. If that's the case, if you knew in your heart of hearts that he wasn't going to take over. No, you was genuinely concerned. And that's to all right. That's to anybody saying that, all right, knew. No, you didn't. Because if you knew, why would you not go put money on it at the bookies then? I say this all the time. People, all these know-it-alls and all these people who know what's going to go on. I know this result. I know that result. Go put money on it and become rich then. How come nobody does this? Because you would have got fantastic odds at the bookies. Fantastic. And this is not me encouraging gambling, but you would have got fantastic odds on Sheikh Jassim not getting the Manchester, not taking over Manchester United. I know that. With that amount of money, you would have got phenomenal odds on that. But no one did do that, because everyone just be talking and just tweeting and just talking rubbish. So I'll just be honest with yourself. Like, that's all it is. But yeah, we're going to close out here. We have hit 50 likes. So salute to you lot. We have hit 50 likes. Make sure you hit the subscribe button here on the channel, Sarcasm City TV. Make sure you subscribe to TJ's channel as well, TJ Warren TV. TJ, let them know what you got coming up, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So tomorrow we got the Let's Be Real show. Me and Connor are going to be talking about all things Arsenal and everything across the league. So that'll be 8:30 p.m. UK. Then you can catch me on my channel again Friday. I believe we're going to go live for American Idiots at 6 p.m. UK. We're going a little early, and then I'm trying to set up a Chelsea preview after American Idiots, because of just scheduling with Goonie from Man News Football and Staffy TV. So we'll try to get we're going to try to get that in there. And yeah, so and Staffy's, I've been trying to get Staffy on my channel for a while, and I'm just gonna roast him. So, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, again, Flawless, big up again for shooting me the link. And yeah, big up Prime and Timo and everybody and Jazzo.
Large up to everyone who was tapped in. Large up to all the co-hosts who joined as well. Don't forget, people, what are we doing tomorrow? There will be just a one live stream here on the YouTube channel tomorrow. Fan calling show. So feel free to call in. That's open to anybody, even though it's titled about Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? Can Arsenal win the Premier League? It doesn't mean you have to come on and talk about Arsenal. Doesn't matter if you're new here, like whatever the case may be. The fan calling show is open to everybody. It's already on the upcoming live stream schedule. That is 10:30 p.m. UK time. Yo, call in, man. I want to hear from some more Arsenal fans. I want to hear from some more Arsenal fans. I want to hear from some more Spurs fans. I want to hear, if there are any about, actually hear from some more Liverpool fans. I want to hear and I want to hear from some more, well, if there is any City fans as well. But in particular, Arsenal and Spurs. Where you lot at? Because people got so much to say in the chat. Call in. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to call in. I already know the regulars are going to call in, but I also want to talk to new people. Shout out to Jago, for example. That was a great call yesterday that we had on. I'm definitely going to get him on again. But yeah, bump up the likes, hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, subscribe to the Sarcasm City TV gaming YouTube channel, people. The link is in the comment section. I just dropped it. And on top of that, don't forget, we are available on all audio platforms as well. So all the shows you hear on here, all the shows you hear here on the YouTube are available on audio only platforms apart from watch along. So you get Q&As, all the Man United podcasts, all the crossovers, doing the most, plus more, all on audio platforms. So if you want to listen on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you listen to podcasts, type in Sarcasm City TV and the shows will pop up. So SoundCloud, please hit us with the follow. Spotify, all you Spotify users, make sure you follow us, Sarcasm City TV on there, 5-star us, and then iTunes and Apple Podcasts as well. All you iPhone users, 5-star us on iTunes, and also make sure you leave us a review on there as well. Big up to everyone listening, because the audio numbers continue to go up as well. So big up to all of you lot. Please continue to support. We're going to keep the show on the road. Of course, today you'll get the fan calling show. Friday, you will then get the last fan calling show. And then Saturday, we back to regular scheduling, people. Back to the regular scheduling. Obviously, live on the Sarcasm City TV kick. Merseyside derby, 12:30 p.m. UK time, Liverpool versus Everton. Then staying on the kick, 5:30 p.m. UK time, big game that we've discussed here, Chelsea versus Arsenal. That'll be 5:30 p.m. UK time. Then following that, we're back live here on the YouTube channel, back live here on the YouTube channel for the Sheffield United versus Manchester United watch along. And then following that, staying on the YouTube channel. That's 4 live streams on just the Saturday alone, people. the Manchester United Chelsea Spurs show. So you know that's going to be good. I'm saying, because there's a very, very good chance both Manchester United and Chelsea have lost at that point. And all it takes is one of us to lose, and that show is completely crazy. So don't let two of us lose to Arsenal and Sheffield United, respectively. And Sunday, because the game's dead, I'm not doing Villa West Ham. You will get the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. And then from Monday, back to the regular scheduling people, Man United's, all the Manchester United shows, all the crossovers. Obviously, you catch TJ on the Thursday doing the most Q&As. Champions League watch-alongs here. Champions League watch-alongs on the kick as well. Big up to Victoria in the cut as well. I see her in the chat. And yeah, man, large up to everyone who has locked in. Like I keep saying, man, big up to you lot who continue to support. Real ones, man. Real ones. Big up, real ones. Yeah, this guy would pop up for the female. But yes, big up. This fucking guy, yo.
Oh
This
my
guy,
god.
yo.
Wow.
This guy would, did it. This guy would. This guy ain't said nothing for a minute. You know what I'm saying? And he would pop up out the blue, out of nowhere. But yes, this guy, yo, TJ. I mean, not TJ, freaking Timo, man. This guy, this Timo guy, man. This guy never ceases to amaze me. But yes, please continue to support. Love to everyone that's locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up for tuning in.